Right, it's time for entertainment, and Miss G has joined me as always. Hello, Miss G.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm very well. It's
Good.
a wet evening already, so.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. But let's talk entertainment now. And today we are going to take a look at our event center. I'm sure you love to go for events.
Well, yeah, I love to sit in a comfortable place for an event.
Okay, so he's told us about how comfortable he wants an event center to be, but unfortunately the Accra International Conference Center has issues.
Okay.
It's not as comfortable as you and I will want it to be. Let's see pictures of the seats in the Accra International Conference Center. So this is the state of the seats we have in there. I hear that you pay as much as 36,000 to have an event there for a day. And if you're going to use other props in there, you would have to pay more. But these are the seats that get covered with a nice kente fabric every time we walk in there, so we don't get to see what state the seats are in. But this is the real state of the seats in the Accra International Conference Center. I hear the center is under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Integration or regional integration, rather than being under the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Arts. And they say it's so because of the reason this building was put up.
Yeah, the NAM conference was put up for the NAM conference. It was way back.
Okay, so of course, the Ministry of Tourism can't respond to the issue. The Foreign Affairs Ministry would have to respond. Nobody is ready to speak at the moment, but we decided to tell Ghana what the state of the conference center is. These are just the chairs, so we don't know what else is there that is in a bad state or a deplorable state. So,
right. So, but it also turns out that the Accra International Conference Center is the main place where
major events
main center
are
will
held.
hold these huge conferences. When you know, Barack Obama, the U.S. president, former U.S. President Barack Obama came. I mean, we took him there. You know,
well, we had all the seats covered, so of course we never got to see this. This was somebody who took these pictures when they went for rehearsals for the Comedy Express that took place during the Easter vacation. So that's how come we got to see the true state of the conference
I mean,
center.
it's good. It's been highlighted. At least we can get to do something about it.
True. Now, since I talked about the Comedy Express, one of the stories that has been trending all through today is the fact that, you know, the former First Lady says that he's boring. Rather, she didn't say he's boring. She said she couldn't stand his joke. Too many vulgar words were used on the day. That's why she had to lift her bag and leave the conference center. I think it was the National Theatre. Now, DKB has been responding to how he felt when he read stories online that Nana Konadu Ajman-Rawlings had to leave the National Theatre because of the kind of words he used to stimulate people's, you know, humor, to stimulate humor. So he says that his life has never been the same after he read the stories. Here's an interview he had with Doreen View.
I felt, you know, the audience, they were all grown-ups plus 18, and I mean, I was talking about Ghana people, and Ghana people are known to use vulgar language. So I mean, in a situation where there's tension or pressure, so I was just describing a stereotypical Ghana man situation, and then she conveyed it as too much vulgarity. I understand, because I'm serving an audience. Whatever they tell me is what I must take in good faith. So I think the reason why she got up was because she later said it's due to the fact that there was too much vulgarity in the jokes, like there were too many insults and too many sexual stuff. So I took that in good faith, but I don't have any problem with. How can I have a problem with? I'm an ordinary citizen. She's a former First Lady.
You see, I mean, after all of that, now she comes up. We wake up and then we see a story out there that she's probably granted an interview to Graphic Showbiz that DKB is boring. How does that come to you, and how do you feel with that?
It's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen in my life. I won't lie to you, because I woke up this morning to pee, and usually as a 21st century person, when you wake up, one of the first things you touch is your phone. So I touched my phone and I saw a mention on Twitter. Then I clicked and it was right in my face, bam. DKB is boring. Says Nana Konejo and Honest. I had a momentary shock. I didn't even want to pee again. I'm not sure since morning I've been able to pee till now.
All right. So one of the things he said
that you take exception to.
Yes.
I knew you were going to come there.
That guns are known to, use vulgar.
Usually, if you had not said that, I would have said all the gang community should disown you. You know, the communities who...
DKB, you can't say that. I mean,
I've
never used any vulgar language.
I heard somebody shout A. I'm not sure if they're referring to you though, but can we go on? Oh,
yes,
wait,
let's go on. But DKB, I mean, he has nice jokes. I think he's a fine comedian. I think
you're sure about that?
And I think he's matured over the period. He's become funnier over time. Except, yes, you may come up with some jokes that some people may not find some people may find offensive.
Yeah.
And it just turns out that the former first lady felt uncomfortable.
Yes, she said you couldn't refer
with his jokes.
All right, so let's leave DKB. He's learned his lesson, I guess. But let's talk about the line in Trumpet, echoed by Strongman, the guy who just got signed on by Sarkodie. Strongman in Trumpet, a line of his rap says, "Se prayetin point to me, nenye prayetitia." What comes to mind?
Is he talking about prayer?
The musical group Prayer.
Yes.
That's what comes to mind.
Otherwise, maybe, okay.
Well, I thought same, so I decided to find out from Prayer Tietia. Here's what he had to say.
Like to play with words and all. But when I listened to the first time I heard them, like, what's he talking about? But when it comes to hip-hop, a lot, I mean, you're free to use lyrics anyhow. I mean, he wasn't insulting, actually. He was trying to show how, lyrical he was. And that's what I'm saying, that I have my own understanding of what I heard in that song, which I thought he was not talking to us. But even if he was talking to us, I absolutely don't see anything wrong with that. No.
Is it that, as you decide to come together with Tintin, there's a lot of change in the way you want to handle things, respond to things and all that? Because I look at you years back, you would have, told
because all that comes with growth when you're growing. And I'm a married man now. I have a wife. I have a wife who's also into show business. So anything I do will either have a negative or positive effect on her. You understand? And me also being in the game for 13 years, I need to set a standard for my upcoming ones to emulate. So I mean, I don't think trying to throw jabs at a young chap who is also coming up. Come on, I mean, I cannot be on the same level with him. So even if he was talking about me, I think it's one of those, and he's trying to show his lyrical dexterity and let him enjoy.
All right, so that's the response from Prayetia.
In talking about lyrics in tracks, there's this bit in Shatawale's new track, Taking Over, that they talk about some Sergeant Lead or something. And I'm wondering who they're talking about.
Well, I'm also thinking that I thought that it was Samini. I thought it could be Stonebwoy, because Stonebwoy is the one who has constantly said that he's the only or the first or the leading dancehall artist in Ghana.
Yeah. The others also saying it's Kobe Apono.
Oh, we're still doing Benabu stuff. But I think that song is a fantastic song.
I agree.
I love the fact that you know what the part of the song I love. No be hate. I love the way, there's something about the song that makes me want to listen to it over and over and over again. But okay, so that's the song.
Okay, let's listen to a bit of it.
Remember, see me, I tell you, say, Kaji Kunya, go be, Kato Mankani be Kaidwadi, what be your problem? A blanket, Kaptaiba, Sani, Wally Ronnie, Lebi Keshani, Beke, one fair, Uno, Ife, Ayati, Kochai, Shata.
Hey, Sergeant Lee. Otashi Otrati. No, ever get comfortable lead.
Okay, so Sergeant's Lead. Otashi Otrati.
Look how you're comfortable lead. But Shatta Wale.
Please find out who they're talking.
Who would own her? I'm sure it's Stone Boy, because in recent time the only person who is pricking Shatta Wale a lot is Stone Boy.
Yeah.
And talking about Stone Boy, his song is number 13 on Morgan Heritage's new album, set to release on the 29th of this month.
That's cool.
Congratulations to both guys.
That's good, right?
That'll be for entertainment.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Ms. G. And we have Gary L. Smith coming up next with, maybe he can tell us who Sergeant Lee is.
He's also Ghanaian, so he can talk about, the Ghanaian taste for